Hey everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Ab.
And this is the Avenue 38 DBL. Ab, what are some of the specs in this thing?
Absolutely. Your overall length is going to be 41 feet 11 inches and a dry weight of 12,500 pounds.
All right, let's go ahead and take a tour inside. All right, Ab, now that we're on the interior of the 38 DBL, what are some of the changes that came for 2025?
Sure. I think the biggest change, and the one you'll notice first and foremost, is the new interior. For 2025, we incorporated this new decor called linen, just a much lighter and brighter offering. So very excited about that.
And then the floor plan itself, you had it in a 2024 model, but what are some of the key highlights here?
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite floor plans because it's so multifunctional, but it is a 38 DBL standing for double bedroom loft. So 2 bedrooms with a very large loft. But the versatile part is that you can really make that room what you want. We've seen this just accommodate large families. We've seen it, them turned into an office, a workout area. So just the options are endless.
I like that. Okay, Why don't we go ahead and talk about the kitchen next?
Awesome.
Now that we're in the kitchen space, you got this large U-shaped kitchen. What are some of the key highlights that you want everyone to know about?
Sure. Just to rattle off a handful. When it pertains to this design in this kitchen, the first thing I want to highlight is we're over 40 inches of space here. So a lot of room to roam here. Another great feature is the solid surface countertops throughout. So just a nice, very residential touch. You're going to find shutoff valves, not only at the sink, but all your major plumbing locations. One of my favorite residential features you'll find too is that we're using soft close cabinets throughout. When it pertains to the appliances, you're going to find a 30-inch residential over-the-range microwave. Just below that, a 3-burner cooktop. Below that, a 21-inch oven, and then a very large pot and pans drawer. Just a couple other things to mention quickly. Our decorative backsplash that we use in all our avenues and all access floor plans, it's an aluminum material. It's metal. It's not plastic. It's not an ABS. It's going to stay adhered. It's going to last a long time. Heat's not going to cause that to peel off. So just a really nice upgrade there.
Yeah, and then the drawers,
they're
reinforced and they're that new birch glaze hardwood, so no splintering.
Correct. No splintering, just a smooth touch we've been able to implement on all lines.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and move across the way and talk about the refrigerator and pantry next.
Across the kitchen, you'll find that we're using a 16 cubic foot 12-volt Furrion refrigerator. And just next to that, we've been able to implement an awesome pull-out pantry with adjustable shelves. All the shelves are incorporated here. They come with pegs, so you can adjust them to the height that makes the most sense for you. Let's work our way into the dinette area and slide box.
So the dinette space is one of the most important spaces in the code. You're going to spend a lot of time here eating, working, doing whatever you need to do. What are some of the key features of this space?
Sure. We'll start with the table. My favorite part here is it's a legless dinette table. So we're not banging our knee on the posts when you're sitting here. You've got 2 chairs and an ottoman that has storage in it as well. So a very multifunctional, again, offering. Favorite part though has to be the campsite atrium window, a large window on the right side of the camper. Just something you don't historically find in similar layouts.
Yeah, and in Avenue, you incorporated the higher slide bar.
Yeah, great observation. 80 inches tall in Avenue. It's almost a foot taller than most of our competitors, allowing us to incorporate the larger window and just give us a more spacious feel.
All right, let's head over to the entertainment space and talk about all the great features over there. All right, Abs, so one of my favorite features about the 38 DBL is it actually can sit the number of people that are going to be sleeping in here, especially in this entertainment space. But what else are some features you want to highlight?
Yeah, great observation, and probably my favorite part of the whole floor plan. Most layouts you can seat 4 and sleep 10. It just doesn't add up. In this particular layout, we did a really good job of maximizing the seating. So a ton of seating. In addition to that, it has a great line of sight to the TV. So it works really well in regards to that.
I love that. Speaking of your TV, you got a great entertainment wall.
Yep.
What are some of the key features over there?
Sure, I will start with the TV. It's a 50-inch TV with a little bit of storage behind it on a swivel mount. Just below the television, you'll find a hardwood wooden mantle that is it's actually hidden storage. So that mantle pulls out and there's a great spot for the coasters, the remote, things of that sort. And then below that is a 40-inch fireplace. It's a 5100 BTU fireplace. So that's kicking off a lot of heat.
Yeah, taking that chill out of the cool mornings or nights. I love that.
Yep.
Why don't you go ahead and take them to the back loft and talk about everything going on back there?
Sounds good. As we work our way into the second bedroom, the first thing you'll notice is the large atrium window. It's going to let a lot of light in, and it's also going to let a lot of fresh air in because that window opens all the way. Just next to that, you'll find a very large sized bed with a very decorative headboard and a ton of storage below. To the left of the bed, you'll see that we have a massive amount of wardrobe storage, a 32-inch TV with additional storage behind the TV, and then above that, a very large loft with a barefoot-friendly ladder. Let's work our way into the half bath and talk about a few features there. In the half bath, the first thing you'll notice is we're using a porcelain foot flush toilet. You also have a max air fan above, stainless steel faucet, stainless steel sink, a great mirror, and a ton of storage below. Now let's head up to the main bedroom and bathroom. As we work our way into the main bathroom, the first thing you'll notice is we are using a one-piece fiberglass shower surround. In addition to that, you'll find a porcelain foot flush toilet, an illuminated light switch, an oversized medicine cabinet, and a ton of storage in our linen closet. Now let's work our way into the bedroom and talk about a few features there. And now that we're in the main bedroom here, the first thing you'll notice is we have the king bed option in this one. This mattress is a 72 by 80. In the slide box, you'll find we're using 3 windows that all open. Just above that, you have 2 reading lights on switches, 110 outlets on both ends of the bed, and ANC charge ports. There's a lot of storage below as well. And then at the foot of the bed, you'll find a massive dresser here with flip-up compartment storage, 4 large drawers, shoe garage, and to my left here, a bench with additional storage. You'll also find that we offer a very large closet that is washer dryer prepped. And this year we went with a more cedar-like look to really brighten that closet up. Now let's head to the kitchen and talk about a handful of customer-driven features that you'll find on every avenue.
All right, Ab, so customer-driven features, one of the North Stars of Alliance RV. What are some of those features that you're going to find in every avenue?
Sure, handful of those customer-driven features. We'll start with the carpetless interior. A much easier way to clean the coach. It's pet-friendly. In addition to that, in our floors, you'll find we don't use any heat ducts in the floor, right? Commonly known as a crumb collector. So that's a big advantage. And again, I think that's very pet friendly. Another feature I'd love to talk about is our flush slides. You know, that is gonna really make things a lot easier when you eliminate that 1.5-inch toe stubber. It just transitions perfectly. Another one of my favorite features is the flush can residential lights that we use throughout. And they're all dimmable as well. So just these LED lights can be pretty blinding. So that is a big benefit. And lastly, a feature that we missed and I want to talk about is the new Klipsch audio entertainment that we've incorporated in all avenue and all access floor plans. Really cool feature, really awesome brand with Klipsch. It's a 10-inch speaker that has 3 zones. So you can hook up your TV on the first zone. Second zone, you can use your phone to listen to your podcast or your music. And then lastly, we struggled to find a spot for this, but we put a 6-inch marine grade speaker in the bathroom. So now you got music in the bathroom.
I love that, because we know people love to sing in the car.
Absolutely, who doesn't?
Yeah, I do. So let's go ahead and head outside now and talk about all the great features you can find outside. Now that we're on the outside of the 38 DBL, let's talk about one of the most important features. How is this thing built?
Yeah, great question. I'll start with my favorite thing, and that's Azdel. For those folks who don't know what Azdel is, it's essentially it's a plastic, it's a composite, it's a material that water does not adhere to. And what's special is we use that Azdel behind our fiberglass. We use it on our interior walls on the inside of the camper, and on our laminated floors, we use 2 layers of it on the top and 1 on the bottom. So, you know, that is essentially ensuring that we're not going to experience any delamination. Water intrusion unfortunately happens with RVs, If it does, I think you're going to be very, very well protected in this scenario.
I love that. And you got that aluminum cage construction, keeping it a little bit lighter.
Yep.
And then up on your roof, what's going on up there?
Yeah, we're using a PVC roof membrane. I like PVC a lot for three big reasons. The first is it offers a lifetime warranty. That's a very comforting feature. Secondly, it's 80% more solar reflective. You want to keep a lot of that heat off the roof, so that checks that box. And then lastly, things happen. If something did happen, if that membrane did get damaged, it's very easy to go to a local hardware store or a Lowe's or a Menards, get a PVC repair kit, and essentially it's a piece of PVC paste, and that is a sufficient fix per the manufacturer.
Very nice. Just giving you 360 coverage on these avenues.
You got it.
Let's go ahead and talk about the pass-through storage you're going to find on the 38 DBL next. Moving into the pass-through storage of the 38 DBL, we are constructing our 101-inch wide body frame, giving us more storage in here. But
Yep.
What are some other key features you want to talk about in this space?
Sure. A new one for us this year, and you'll find campus-wide, is we've incorporated three-way switches. This is an amazing feature that really makes setting up so much easier. So you've got slide-out controls in your pass-through compartment, in addition to the awning controls. Where it's really beneficial, in my opinion, is the off-door side, right? There's an electrical post or a tree or a bush. To have a clear line of sight at those particular things when you're bringing your slide out is going to be much safer for you.
Yeah, and then you got that 72-inch LED light that just lights up this whole space so you can see everything. And then it looks like you got cable 110 power.
In addition to that, the new MORryde saddlebags. So these are all metal instead of the plastic that you typically find. And then lastly, shut-off valves as well here in the pass-through. So a lot going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and head to where the rubber meets the road and talk about the performance running gear.
Now let's talk about the performance running gear on the Avenue. First thing you'll find is 16-inch E-rated Goodyear endurance tires. You'll also find that we use a 2-inch torsion tube under our I-beam. We reinforce those with steel V-brackets. We also incorporate the MORryde CRE 3000 suspension system. And then lastly, you'll find we're using 1/2-inch shackle kits. I think you couple this all together and we certainly have a best-in-class running gear. Now let's go take a look at the outdoor kitchen.
Having an outdoor kitchen, Ab, is hyper important in a floor plan that's designed for a family.
Right.
What are the key highlights here that they're going to get?
Yeah, so I think the first thing you'll find is the 3-burner griddle/grill. Great offering here because we've got a great spot for breakfast in the morning, burgers, hot dogs, steaks in the evening. So it is a very multifunctional offering in the cooking appliance. Just next to me, you'll also find a great refrigerator here, door side too. So if you've got to stop for a quick drink or a sandwich or lunch, makes that very easy. You got a ton of storage here as well. Great lighting and a 110 outlet. So I think we check most of the boxes here.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and head to the back wall and talk about the great features back there. Now that we're on the back wall, it may look ordinary, but there's some cool features back here. What are they?
Yeah, there's a handful. We'll start with the camera just above the window there. What's unique about that is it's a universal camera prep. So if there's a specific brand that you really want to use, you're not obligated just to the one brand that the prep is for. So that's a big advantage in giving the consumer more options. Just next to me here, you'll find that we've incorporated a spray port at the rear of the camper, just ensuring that the campsite's always clean. This is a very strategic spot for it. You talk often about, if you have a dog and you want to wash the dog, it's a great spot for the leash. I love that idea. Next to that, you'll find a 2-inch accessory hitch. And then lastly, I think the greatest feature back here is this heavy duty metal ladder that's rated for 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Most of the competition's 250. So a much stronger offering.
Yeah, that's very strong. And you need to get up there and check your seals every now and then.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and head off to the off-camp side and talk about the great features to find over there.
First thing you'll find on the off-door side here is we're using a 60,000 BTU Suburban on-demand water heater. That's a large offering in regards to BTUs. You'll find that same configuration on our all-access fifth wheels as well. Let's talk about a few features on the off-door side pass-through.
So the off-camp side of your pass-through, some of the features that I noticed right away, we talked about those slide-out switches.
Right.
You got that 110 power.
Yep.
And then you got this Nautilus system.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here?
Yeah, a lot. Well, we talked a little bit about the 3-way switches. This, again, is where I think it's the most beneficial, being able to really watch that slide go in and out versus guessing on the other side. Another thing I really like here is, the fact that we can easily get behind this Nautilus panel without removing 10 screws.
Yeah.
Right? So we've got that hinged on a bungee. You've got some shut-off valves back here. A very, very clean pass-through. Yeah, so it just makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, with loomed wires, just making it very easy to know what's going on if you had to diagnose something.
Correct. Another cool thing we did, Joe, in prior years, we had one large baggage door that just came straight up. The split door configuration makes it so you can, not have to duck under that door. So this works really well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and talk about the propane and the leveling next.
You'll find we are using two 30-pound LP tanks, one on each side. You'll also find that we have strategically placed our leveling controls on the off-door side of the camper, giving you a clear line of sight to your truck when hooking and unhooking. Now let's talk about a few features on the front of the fifth wheel.
All right, Ab, so the front cap, one of the most noticeable things you're gonna see on the fifth wheel. What are some of the features up here?
Yeah, first and foremost, very monochromatic approach, which I love. It's just gonna match up great to most trucks, which are white, gray, black. Automotive paint on this front cap, just ensuring it's gonna have the longevity that you're looking for. Below that front cap, you're gonna find we're using the Kurt Rotoflex pin box. I'm a big fan of this pin box because it really dampens that chucking. Is it gonna eliminate it? No, but it is gonna soften that stop and go movement. Another thing I wanna mention quickly, standard feature on Avenue, is the off-the-grid package that we're gonna offer you. That is gonna be one 400-watt panel, a 20-amp charge controller, and it's prepped for the inverter. And there's multiple outlets that are hot as well. So just a great offering there.
Everybody, thank you for taking a tour of the Avenue 38 DBL. Ab, what are some ways they can learn more about this floor plan?
You can learn more about this floor plan at alliancerv.com. Joe, what's some additional ways our customers can connect with Alliance RV?
Yeah, if you go to any social platform, just search at Alliance RV. We'd love to interact with you there. Everybody, thanks for watching, and we hope that you choose to join the Alliance. Okay, yeah, all right.
Music.
Music.
You like music?
I do.
I love music.
Jinx.